Ah, the elusive tape measure. What great things are we going to do with this? We're going to measure something. What else do you think we're going to do with this? But what are we going to measure? It's a fishing video. Okay, so I picked this baby off. Here, put this where I'm going to need it. That's right. The fishing rod pin. You gotta get the pin in there. Now this baby I got off of Amazon for 15 bucks. How good is this? Well, we're gonna have to find out. We can't really test it right now at this moment, but we're gonna see exactly if this baby is worth the money, the dough, the bucks. Of course, here we got it, made in China. So, it's supposed to be portable, compact, lightweight, easy to use. Suitable for fishing from a boat, from a dam, on ice. So this, for all fishing people, could be your next fishing rod for ice fishing. Now, you can actually buy antifreeze for fishing line. But you got to remember, when you buy antifreeze for fishing line, you got to make sure that you can use bait in the lake that you're fishing, because it is technically classified as bait. And that's a $200 ticket here. Okay, so we're going to pop this baby open. It says right here, when stretching the fishing line, please begin from the front and pull it slowly. After use, clean the fishing rod in order to prevent the metal fittings from rusting. Oh, so the metal fittings on this thing may not be stainless steel. Avoid using petrol, thinner, alcohol, or other organic substance. Now this probably might make this here, chrome filling on this thing, might make it flake off. The maximum bearing weight is 1,000 grams. Okay, if you're in the United States, 1,000 grams is 2.2 pounds. That means that this rod, in excess of 2.2 pounds on the rod itself, it might actually break it. So we're talking like pan fries. It's basically what we're looking at. Okay. Open this up. Oh, this is easy. And there we have a reel. There you go. Looking good, looking good. There's the handle. There's the reel. This will wait. Okay, so this, as we can see, that's where I'll package it, is our reel. Now the thing about this reel is that we can either use left-handed or right-handed. I'm right-handed, right there. So I put it on this side. So you just take this apart. All you have to do, pull this off. La 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 la. Takes forever to do this. Now, if you can actually see that inside of there, there's actually grease. They have bearing grease in this baby to start with. So it just slides into place. See, nice and easy. Just slide it into place. Make sure it works. See, works. And since we got bearing grease in it already, no worries. This is really, really tiny. Now, the fishing reel itself, believe it or not, is probably like a regular sized reel. It's not very small at all. I thought when I bought it that I'd have a lot smaller of a fishing reel than this, but it's a regular sized reel. So you can put a lot of line on this thing. Now, because it's 2.2 pounds, you can use any size line you want, but you gotta make sure that the drag, which is set by this, is less than 2.2 pounds, or it could actually break your rod. That's what this is for, to make sure you don't break your fishing rod. Okay, believe it or not, I put it on wrong. Hell of me. Okay, so because it's a bait cast reel, it's supposed to be on the bottom of the rod facing away from you. This would make me right-handed, so I put it on this side. There we go. Now we got it on right. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the reel itself It doesn't tell you, but I believe it has one bearing in it. The more bearings, the better the reel. The more bearings, the more the cost. Okay. There we go. We're happening. Doink, doink, doink. Alright. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. I like the way it moves. It doesn't make much noise either. This is your button. So you can go forward, backwards, go the other way. Also goes in the middle. So you can go either way with this one. Forward, backwards, put it in the middle. Goes one way. Put it over there. There you go. So you can do it either way. Now I like to use it both ways when I'm trying to catch the fish. As soon as I got the fish on my line, I usually click it over so it doesn't go backwards. Okay, so it's a nice cast reel. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just snaps into place. It's a little tough. Oh yeah. Interesting. Not too bad. Very lightweight. Basically, this thing's made out of plastic. I think the only thing that's metal in is probably the bearing. But the whole thing, this is metal. Probably potash because it's from China. What do you expect? It's not like greatest quality in the world. This is probably what you use your little doodads for in your fishing pliers, which I had in a previous video. Okay, now the big thing is, how big is this stuff? It's the Penn Pocket Fishing Line. This puppy here is about 4 inches long. This is awesome. Okay, so this is like basically, like I said, a full-size reel. And this is the rod that it comes in. The rod is inside here. So the rod casing, so it stays nice and clean and everything, it's 8 inches long. So to all you women out there, this is 8 inches. And as you can see, I'm not holding it upside down. I'm holding it this way. So see, you see the difference? Okay. Now, how long is this thing? Well, I guess we have to find out. It just opens up like this. Okay. Opening right? Okay. Now, I take this part. Now, when I try to do this, I try to keep them lined up. So a good way to do it is just hold your fingers over top of all the eye holes. And it should, when you take it out, make sure it's stiff. See, it's still lined up. There. And one more. There. Beautiful. Now this rod, we're going to measure it. Probably won't be able to see the whole length of it. But here we go. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So, what we've got to do is take this. Does this come out? Oh, so it does. There we go. Okay. So there's like another piece in this thing, right inside. You didn't break it or anything, you just pull it out. Because this is going to be all put together when we put the rod on, the reel on. And make sure that it's the way it should be. So you have to make sure that this lines up with your first eye hole. Okay, first problem I see is that the eye holes in this, is if you can see that, the eye holes are extremely small. And we have an open cast reel. As all we know, as fishing people will go, this should be a lot bigger than what it is because it'll make it cast farther. This is probably for a closed one. But let's pop this baby together now and see what we can do. Okay, so you got your two pieces there. You take this, you pop this in that way. You find the one in the bottom. Okay, so one in the bottom. Do the one on the top. Gotta find out that because there's a little groove in here, right there. Okay, so we got the groove. Tighten this baby up. It's easy to put together. No big hairy problems. Okay. Now we gotta make sure it's nice and tight. make sure that these are lined up. And they're not lined up. Okay, so that's lined up with that. And make sure you tug on it a little bit. Make sure it's like nice and they're all pulled out. Oh, a little bit more there, a little bit more there, and a little bit more there. Okay, so as you can see, it is flexible. It's got some stiffness to it. Okay, it's very lightweight. Oh, this is nice. Holy mackerel, this is pretty good. I liked it. I like the fact that it's nice, really light. This would be great for trout fishing. Like little trout, unless you want to catch a big trout and probably reel it in an hour or something. So we're going to measure this thing. I'm going to put this in there, and we're going to see just how big the pen knife actually is. The pen fishing rod. Does it say how long this thing is? It doesn't say how long this thing is, does it? 21 centimeters in length. This thing weighs 65 grams. Extremely light. This would be an awesome fishing rod for just trout fishing if they're little fish. Like I said, the bigger the fish, the longer it's going to take to reel it in. So yeah, this thing, maximum length is 100 centimeters. And the length, minimum length, is 21 centimeters. Okay, so if this thing is all together, it should be 21 centimeters. So with everything combined like this, it should be 21 centimeters. Unfortunately, we got inches. So it's 2.2 to a centimeter. That's about what a centimeter is. And 21 centimeters, yeah, okay. So the length of this thing in feet is, the length of this thing in feet is that. It's 3 feet 2 inches long. So this is not too bad of a fishing rod for 3 feet 2 inches long. And like I said, make sure that everything in it is clean, including this, because this is plastic. And this, I believe, is plastic also. Now hold it. No. We have an aluminum here. This is aluminum. This is plastic. The rod, this is metal, probably potash. That's usually what you get from China, so that's probably potash. The rest of this is plastic. This is stainless steel. And this is metal too. But this is plastic, this is plastic, this is plastic, that's plastic. See, I'm not too fond of the plastic when it comes to fishing rods. So we don't have a clicker on it that makes noise, but it does go forward and backwards. And remember, it's only got one bearing. So I like the fact that this thing is like, yeah, you could stick this thing in your glove box, and there's a lot of people that trout fish, and they'd love to have this thing. So that's my review of it. I like it. I am going to use it for trout. So I'm going to give this puppy 2 thumbs up. See you in my next video.